quorum as of now, so let me go ahead and, if I can, I'm going to just go ahead and get this meeting started, 5:07 officially. Give me just a moment. All right, we'll go ahead and get started at 5:07 officially. We're going to go ahead and start with the roll call. So if you don't mind, I'm just going to call out everybody's name. First and foremost, the chair of record that I have is Angelina Ramirez. So if you can, go ahead and just let us know you're here.
Here.
Okay, perfect. And then we have Dr. Micah Dickey.
Here.
Perfect. Mr. Edgar Herrera.
Here.
Perfect. Mr. Rob Bean.
Here.
Perfect. And joining us as a new member is Mrs. Nowak. And I know
Here.
There she is. Okay, perfect. So I previously sent the agenda. I'm going to go ahead and ask for adoption of agenda. If I can maybe hear a motion.
Motion to adopt the agenda.
Perfect. Dr. Dickey with the motion. Is there a second out there?
I'll second it.
Mr. Bean with the second. All of those in favor, if you can just say aye.
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 Perfect, perfect. Oh, and I'm sorry. We have Mr. Rene Centeno. Mr. Centeno, are you there?
I'm here.
Okay, perfect. Thank you, thank you. I do apologize for the oversight.
No problem.
So we're going to go ahead and move into minutes. The minutes are listed there, and they're in front of us here. Just the minutes. They're on the agenda here.
Your screen is black.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm toggling between two screens. I apologize. Okay, can you see it now? Can you see my screen? Okay, perfect. So the agenda, let me just show you the agenda where we are. We're here under minutes. Okay. And the last meeting that we have was December of 23-24 school year. So that's this one here. Okay, so if you'd like to review, that's perfectly fine. And if not,
Motion to approve the minutes.
Okay, Dr. Dickey with the motion to approve. Do I hear a second?
I'll second.
Okay, Mrs. Nowak with the second. Do I hear all of those in favor?
Aye.
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 Perfect. Any opposed? Okay. Minutes approved. Let me jump into number 4, which is just an informational item. I typically just prepare a simple slide deck to review all of the projects that we've been undertaking. Most of you all know these already or have seen these, so I'll just be brief with it. As background, the committee has been formed dating all the way back to 2018, or the passage of Measure O bond, the Measure O bond back in 2018. There's an annual presentation that goes out to the board, which we'll talk about in a few minutes. As far as an overview, here they are just listed by year. Dating back to 2018-19, the first sale of bonds occurred, and then the remaining bonds were sold in 2020-2021. The only thing that I'll highlight there is that the benefit of that was that the district was able to lock in very, very low rates at that time, and therefore it meant less overhead, certainly for carrying the sale of the bonds. With that said, I wanted to relay that dating all the way back to 1819 and 1920, there was modifications done to the playground, to the parking lot. That was back then. That continues to be hold up extremely well. And then there was a fencing project back in 2020. This would have been spring of 2020. And And then we began with the selection of an architecture firm that has then helped us with several projects, which I'll highlight in a minute. So let me jump over to just a few pictures, right? Back in 21, we started with really critical, not glamorous per se, but very critical projects. And that was a roofing project that happened summer of 2021. And it was all of the flat roofs across multiple buildings. So we just have these pictures here just to show you. Those would become very important because the following year we undertook an HVAC installation in about 70–80% of the campus and a window replacement. So those two happened hand in hand. It was a major project, but it's these are pictures from that time, and it's the windows and HVAC equipment that we have today. So all of them were replaced in, it would have been really 5 buildings. Now, fast forward, that project carried on through 2023, parts of it. In 2024, in the summer of 24, which is now pushing on a year ago, the district undertook a well replacement project. The district relies on a well to operate its fire suppression and for irrigation, primarily for fire suppression. And the well that had been in place had to be destroyed. So that bottom right picture, the one right here in that bottom right corner, was where the old well was. It had to be destroyed. And you have access to this slide deck if you wanted to take a closer look at it. But in any event, that project began and ended pretty much throughout the summer. We were very fortunate to have that in place, and since then we've been in a much better position. The well, as it stands now, is actually encased in a vault. So that vault is immediately next to the basketball courts, middle school basketball courts. So if you ever see that vault, that lid there, that's what's under it. What's under it is the infrastructure for the well. And then it runs all along, and then it feeds on the right a tank that is filled. It's about 77,000 gallons. But in any event, that was a major project. And here's just another picture of how big that tank really is. On the horizon, a big major project for us will be a playground structure. Embedded here is a link. So if you're ever curious, some of you may have not seen this, but this is a concept map, a concept rendering of what the playground will look like. It will be about a third or so bigger than the existing playground, and a lot more features, a lot more play, a little bit of shade there. That's something that we definitely need. And then way more bays for, this is going to be a new feature, kind of a rock climbing wall. Very nice. And we're excited about it. I'm excited about it. And a lot of activities. Kobe, you can take a look. We'll show it. We'll share it with Dad. But it's going to look very cool. And I'll just come back to a high level view. This is what that'll look like. Okay. Very cool. And so just to give you a sense of the dimensions. Oh, and by the way, it's really focused on being an inclusive playground for children of all abilities. We want to make sure that any student is able to access the equipment. But just to give you a sense, this is an overlay over the existing structure. So you'll see that it's about a good 30% or so larger in footprint. So it's going to be a good undertaking, but that's scheduled. We're already receiving the parts now, and we're slated to begin construction the Saturday after school lets out, which is June 14th. So with that, I just wanted to provide everybody a quick overview. If you wanted to take a look at it more closely or share it with your kids, I know many of you already have kids who are aging out or are a little older. You know, mostly what I hear from those kids is a lot of complaints that it didn't happen sooner, and I'm sorry about that. But aside from that, they're very excited that it's happening now. And but in any event, this is what we have as a big ticket item for this summer and ongoing work with the bond. If there's any questions that I can answer at the time being, I'll just wait a second for those. Okay. The last slide here really talks about something that, again, not glamorous, but very important. We put together a master plan. We're finalizing that now. We have a draft already. And what we really wanted to do, and the school board was instrumental in this, they wanted to make sure that we had a good assessment of our existing facilities. So this master plan was a little different. It focused on mechanical, electrical, plumbing, and fire, making sure that our most important infrastructure, our foundational infrastructure, was analyzed, vetted, and in a good place, so that we knew how to inform the remaining funds available. As of April 25th, there's approximately $2 million remaining, $2,074,483 to be exact. With, again, that priority project playground structure already accounted for within that fund balance. It's already been encumbered. The last point that I'll make is that due to these facilities renovations that have happened dating all the way back to 2018, we submitted an application to the state for modernization funding. Mesa Union has completed the application for reimbursement based on past projects. And that was approved way back in 2023 and then submitted officially in February 2025. Took us a little while to get everything together, but that, should it come to fruition, would be between $1.8 and $1.9 million coming back to the district as a reimbursement. We are waitlisted right now because funds have not been available, but the state did pass a bond of which $700 million would be allocated specifically for small school districts. So I'm cautiously optimistic, maybe overly optimistic, but if it comes to fruition, that would be a very, very big infusion of funding for Mesa Union. Okay. So with that said, you have this at your disposal if you'd like to review it further. Otherwise, if there aren't any other questions, I'd actually like to go to the financial report. And this has basically an accounting of all of the figures that I just discussed, beginning with the most recent 24-25 school year. You'll see the beginning fund balance as of the school year was $2.88 million. There's interest earned on that, bringing the total revenue of interest there. PBS Engineers is the firm that conducted the facilities plan, the master plan. And then we have Park and Play. That's the playground equipment. So we've already accounted for it here, $386,000. Lee Construction will be doing the demolition of the existing playground and the renovation of the playground the foundation. ABS Lyoven drilling, that was the last of the well project. Okay, so you see everything here is itemized by contractor and expenditure, bringing the remaining balance to that figure that I quoted. Down below are all the other years and the projects. So the well came in actually under projected. We are projecting excess of $1 million, and it came in under that figure. The well reaches almost 1,000 feet in depth, and it pumps out about 250 gallons per minute. Fun facts. With that said, are there any questions about expenditures? It's there for your review, or for any other further clarification. Otherwise, I will entertain a motion for the approval of the financial report.
Motion to approve.
Okay, Dr. Dickey with the motion. Do I hear a second?
I'll second it.
And Mr. Bean with the second. All of those in favor, please say aye.
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 Okay, perfect. Any no's? Okay, hearing none, we'll move on. As part of our obligation for general obligation bonds, we also need to hire and retain the services of an auditing firm. The auditing firm, and this is a third-party independent auditing firm, they are Their report is listed here. Their name is Clifton Larson Allen. While the entire report is a little lengthier, I wanted to just highlight their conclusions. This is also passed by the board as well, approved by our school board. And that is here where it shares that this last line. In all significant aspects, the district expended measurable bond funds for the fiscal year ending 2024 as specified. Okay, and that's their professional opinion. And then the rest of it is background and conclusion. Has properly accounted for the expenditures of the funds held in measurable bond building fund, and such expenditures were made for authorized bond projects. So we need to be in keeping with state law and the passage of the bond itself. And so that is ultimately the report. Are there any questions? Anything I can clarify on this? Okay, hearing none, I'll entertain an action for approval.
Motion to approve.
Dr. Dickey with the motion. Do I hear a second?
I'll second.
Mrs. Nowak with the second. Thank you. All of those in favor, please say aye.
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 Okay, perfect. Hearing any no's? Okay, perfect. We're going to move on to the annual report, and this is simply a declaration that then goes to our board, introducing the Oversight Committee, that the public meeting was held here. It has a link, activities, conclusion, and signature. It's pretty straightforward. So if there are any questions, certainly take them now. Okay, hearing none, entertain a motion for the approval of the annual report.
Motion to approve.
Dr. Dickey with the motion. Do I hear a second?
I'll second.
Was that Mr. Bean?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Bean with the second. All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Okay. Do I hear any no's? Okay, hearing none. The motion passes. Brings us to future meetings. I'd like to reach out to all of you sometime in September if you're available. If you're not, you can certainly send me an email or let me know right after this meeting. But otherwise, like to just get this summer project done and be able to move forward and be able to reconvene when after that project is done. We'll have some other improvements. Won't come out of a Measure O, but that would be the next time to meet. And with that said, if there's no inconvenience here, we'll go ahead and adjourn at 5:25. All right, perfect, folks. Thank you so much. Thank you for making the time and for continuing to be a part of this committee.
Thanks.
Thank you, Dr. Maris. Thank you.
Thank you all. Thank you.